Today we're going to be talking about the Declaration of Independence. Now, in 1776, the Declaration of Independence was drafted in early June, and it was signed on July 2nd and released to the public on July 4th. It declared independence from Britain and was sent to King George. Now, in it directly stated their reasonings and why they felt they were justified in doing so. And famously, many have heard at least the beginning words of this. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal and they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights. That among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That right there is in response to, hey, we have no voting rights. We can't vote on who is in the parliament. That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form. Now, the initial government that they instituted right after this was known as the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union, as it was called, but we just call it Articles of Confederation today. It was signed on November 15th, 1777, but did not go into effect until March 1st, 1781. The reason for making this government is due to the statements made in the Declaration of Independence. They're now their own nation. They want to prepare their own system of government. It asserts the sovereignty of each state, except for the specific powers delegated to the Confederation government. Each state retains its sovereignty, freedom, and independence in every power, jurisdiction, and right, which is not by this Confederation expressly delegated. Basically, they had a very weakened national government, but each state was a strong state government. It was more or less just a league of friendship, not necessarily a strong national federal government at the time. Most people identified with their states back then more than they did identifying themselves as an American citizen. Of course, because they just broke off from Britain, they tend to identify more with their state. Now, each state acts on its own, but has the same national elections. Each state was given one vote. There was a strong state government, but weak national government. And that should be all about the beginning government of the American Revolution.